Not yet. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I'm Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on today. I am going to start this afternoon. I have two individuals that are in the courtroom, and they were here early. So I'm going to call Amaya Adams first, please. Please join us at the podium. I have case number SP 122-24021. Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Yes, thank you, Judge, and good afternoon. For the record, Jesse Reed, House Counsel, P23863, on behalf of Ms. Adams.
All right, thank you, Ms. Adams. I'm sorry, Attorney Rosenthal, place your appearance on the record.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please the court, Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
All right, thank you. All right, ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Amia Adams.
Good afternoon, Ms. Adams.
Good afternoon.
All right, how are we proceeding, counsel?
Judge, today's daytime schedule for trial, is my understanding the issuing officer complainant did not sign in. We'd move to dismiss. We understand any dismissal would be without prejudice.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal, anything in response?
We have no objections, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Take care, ma'am, and you'll get your paperwork in a second.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, I am ready on John Walter Allen II. Please come forward. I have case number SP 120-01371. Sir, state your full name for me, please.
John Walter Allen II.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
Judge, I haven't talked to Mr. Allen. Does Mr. Rosenthal have
Yes.
information?
So if I may, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, Your Honor. I did speak with the officer. P.O. Johnson is here. This ticket is going to be dismissed. It was a mail-in ticket and there was no recollection. There was no knowledge that this individual let the person drive without a license. So it'll be a dismissal, Your Honor.
All right, then, Mr. Reed, there's no objection, is that correct?
No objections, and I wanted to thank Officer Johnson. I haven't seen him in a while, but I do know Officer Johnson, and thank you, Officer Johnson. Thank you, Attorney Rosenthal.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir,
Your matter
Mr. Reed.
is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Officer Johnson. Thank you, Attorney Reed.
All right,
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
you want to stay with us? He's like, can I leave? You want to stay with us? If you want to stay with us, you can, but usually people don't want to. He's like, no, I'm out of here, ma'am. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Take care, sir. All right, let's keep going. Who do we have up next? Miss Mack, who's next?
Oh, I don't know who they, those two I did because I know they were here before the people that signed on. So whatever attorney, tell me which one you want to go first. I don't know, Mr. Reed, Mr. Barton.
I have Mr.
Yeah,
Andrews.
counsel.
I have Mr. Andrews.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Hassan Hamadi and Mr. Bazzi also have co-defendants, Adil Al-Saadi, who's present via with me, as well as Kadam Abu Tabika, who's present via Zoom.
Y'all gotta turn it up. I can't hear it. All right, thank you so much. Good afternoon to both Attorney Bazzi and Hamadi. Is the interpreter here on your case, either of your cases?
Your Honor, I believe there is, yes, Miss Sarah Usmar.
All right,
Right here,
very
Your
good.
Honor.
I am, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm going to swear you in, and then I'm going to proceed with your cases. If I could get their cases, yes. All right. Thank you for raising your right hand. Do you?
This is both teams. Both of them. Coach, okay. Those two go
So
together.
who are these?
Those are the other people. Sorry.
Okay, that's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry, sorry.
That's okay. All right. Thank you for raising your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
Sarah Asmar, Michigan Supreme Court Qualified Interpreter, number 1761.
All right. Thank you and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. All right. There is an echo. So is there some?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. I am going to start with last name. Is it Tabiq?
Al-Saadi. Oh, Tabik, Abu Tabik. Yep.
Abu Tabiq. Okay, we're ready. P 1220932. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Mr. Bazey?
Good morning, good afternoon, Your Honor. Hassan Bazi on behalf of Mr. Albert Tabir.
All right, good afternoon. Where's your client?
He is on Zoom. Mr. Abu Tabir, can you state your name for the record? Unmute your mic.
سيد أبو طبيخ اذكر اسمك الكامل وطلع الصورة لو سمحت.
No, كاظم نحن شايفينك، تفضل.
اوكي شنو السؤال؟ ما سمعت.
اذكر اسمك الكامل.
كاظم ابو طبيخ.
Your Honor, the prosecutor.
Hold on one second. We want to make sure we can have some clear breakage so we can, so the recorder can get everything that needs to be recorded. And so he did state his name. Is that correct, Madam Interpreter?
Yes, that is correct. He said Kadem Abu Tabik.
Thank you. Counsel Bazey, you may proceed.
Judge, the prosecutor gave us an offer to to amend the original charge to breach of peace
Disorderly
or
conduct.
disorderly conduct, and we're willing to accept that offer.
حضرة القاضية الادعاء العام أعطانا عرض تسوية وهو تخفيف التهمة الموجهة لموكلي إلى تصرف غير منضبط وإحنا قبلنا بالعرض.
All right. I need your client to stay in the camera. Mr. Abu Tabik.
سيد أبو تبيك خليك بالفيديو حاضر.
All right, please raise your right hand.
ارفع يدك اليمين.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
هل تقسم بأن تقول الحق وليس إلا كلمة الحق في إفاداتك هذه؟
اقسم اني اقول الحق ولا غير شيء سوى الحق.
I swear to tell the truth.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Before
تفضل نزل إيدك.
I have Mr. Bazey start with his clients, establishing his client's constitutional rights, are there any officers who are here with respect to this matter? I want to sign it. You are.
Officer Sterner with the Detroit Police.
قبل ما أسمح للمحامي بازي أن يبدي الأسئلة مع موكلة، هل هناك الموظف الشرطي اللي هو جزء من هذه القضية عرفت نفسها اللي هي الشرطية ستيرنر ويا مركز ديترويت.
Thank you, officer. All right. Attorney Bazey, you may proceed as to constitutional rights and then factual basis.
Your Honor, may I, this is Attorney Hassan Hamadi. May I voir dire, I have the date of offense for both co-defendants. I don't know if Mr. Bazey has that in front of him.
حضرة القاضية إذا بإمكاني أنا اللي أستمر في القضية لأن عندي تفاصيل القضايا ممكن السيد بازي ما عنده إياها.
Yes, you may proceed, counsel, but place your appearance on the record as well.
I will, Your Honor. Hassan Hamadi on behalf of the defendants.
أنا اسمي المحامي حسن حمادي وأني أمثل المدعي عليه.
Kadem, state your name again for the record.
كاظم اذكر اسمك مرة
كاظم
ثانية.
ابو طبيخ.
كاظم أبو طبيخ.
كاظم ابو طبيخ.
كاظم أبو طبيخ.
Kadem, remember, wait for the statement and wait for the interpreter to interpret, then answer the question.
كاظم اتذكر انه تنتظر وتسمح لنا بلحظه الى ان يسال السؤال ويترجم لك وبعدين تجاوب.
Okay. Kadem, you know you have an absolute right to a trial in this case.
كاظم تعرف انه عندك كل الحق بانه تاخذ هذه القضيه الى المحاكمه، صحيح؟
نعم.
You know you have a right to plead guilty or not guilty, or the right to remain silent in this case.
تعرف انه كحق من حقوقك انه تقر امام المحكمه بالذنب او عدم الذنب او تلتزم الصمت.
تلزم الصمت.
You understand that, Kadam?
التزم الصمت.
فاهم هذا الشيء كاظم؟ I stay mute.
No, Kadam, do you understand your rights that you have?
كاظم تفهم حقوقك؟
والله ما نفهم شيء ولا داري شيء.
Kadam, earlier, Kadam, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm not getting it. I don't understand.
Okay, Kadam, earlier I explained to you your rights, okay? And I told you that you have the right to a trial. And by pleading guilty to disorderly conduct, you're giving up that right to trial. You recall that?
Yes.
كاظم قبل شوية أنا حكيت لك وبالتفاصيل، حكيت لك شنو هي حقوقك اللي هي واحدة من عندهم حقك تروح للمحاكمة، أو إنه تقول إنه أنت مذنب. أما إذا أنت تريد تروح للمحاكمة معناها راح تسقط كل حقوقك. هل فاهم هذا الشيء؟
نعم.
Yes.
Okay, and you know, are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
أنت دا تسوي هذا الشيء بشكل طوعي وبكامل إرادتك؟
نعم.
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody forced you or coerced you to take this plea of guilty to disorderly conduct?
حسناً، أكو أي شخص أجبرك أو هددك إنه تقول أمام المحكمة إنك مذنب لأنه
لا.
أنت عملت تصرف غير منضبط؟
لا.
No.
Okay. On
حسناً.
Your Honor, may I proceed to the proofs, the Tawadir?
Yes, you may.
حضرة القاضي أقدر أستمر بالأسئلة؟ نعم بإمكانك.
Mr. Abu Tabika, on July 1st of 2021, in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne, were you present on West Warren Avenue in Winthrop?
سيد أبو طبيكة بتاريخ 1/7/2021 كنت موجود في مدينة ديترويت في مقاطعة وين، وكنت حاضر هناك في ذلك التاريخ.
نعم.
Yes.
And at that time, was your actions disorderly in public?
وتصرفت تصرف غير منضبط في مكان عام.
نعم.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied. I don't know if the court.
I'm not. He needs to plead to the factual basis. What did he do that was disorderly? Absolutely.
المحكمة أنا غير راضية على هذا الإقرار، أريد أعرف شنو سوى بالضبط في ذلك التاريخ.
Okay. Mr. Abu.
Judge, would you allow us to stipulate?
No, hold on. Yeah, Mr. Bazzi, he's not going to agree to stipulate to the facts on the ticket. Were you speaking in a loud manner to an individual outside in public?
كنت تحكي بصوت عالي مع شخص معين في مكان عام؟
نعم.
Yes.
Doesn't look like the court's satisfied with that. Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. The charge is offering to engage another for an act of prostitution. And he has to plead to the factual basis of that charge, and then I will amend it to disorderly conduct.
المحكمة غير راضية بهذا الإقرار. المحكمة تريد الاعتراف بالتهمة الموجهة إليه، والتهمة الحقيقية الموجهة هي عرض لممارسة الجنس مقابل المال. فيما بعد المحكمة تنظر بتخفيف وتعديل هذه التهمة إلى التهمة تصرف غير منضبط.
Okay, I'll ask him. Mr. Abu Tabika, did you offer the services of a lady outside of your vehicle with cash? Did you ask her for certain sexual services and try to give her money?
No.
سيدة أبو طبيخة، حاولت تعرض على سيدة خارج سيارتك إنه نوع من الخدمة الجنسية مقابل المال؟
No, لا.
I think at this point, enough is said.
No.
We will,
I need the interpreter to interpret what he said, though.
sorry, go ahead.
I said no. That is the
Okay,
interpretation.
I just want to make sure. You may proceed, Attorney Hamani.
Your Honor, I believe at this point in time, we probably want to pass the matter. And if today is trial, and I will talk to both clients in a breakout room, and we will proceed to trial if they do not, after speaking to them, they don't know how to make a factual basis.
حضرة القاضية أريد أتكلم مع موكلي في غرفة المداولات، وإذا ما اتفقنا إلى اتفاق وتوصلنا إلى اتفاق فراح نروح للمحاكمة.
Your Honor, one final question for the court. Would the court allow if the clients agree to a stipulation of the ticket?
وشيء آخر حضرة القاضية، إذا موكلي وافق إنه يأخذ موضوع المخالفة هذه.
Stipulate factual basis, my apologies, of the, what is, we
So
would.
are you indicating a no contest plea, that they would just stipulate to the facts of the facts of the ticket? Is that what you're asking me, counsel?
Go ahead, Madam Interpreter, my apologies.
Yes. هل قصدك إنه يقبل الإدانة بس ما يعترف بالذنب وبعدين
Yes, Your
ناخذ
Honor.
موضوع المخالفة؟ الجواب هو نعم.
Yes, Your Honor.
نعم.
All right, that would, Mr. Attorney Rosenthal, would you agree to a plea of no contest with the stipulation as to the face of the ticket?
Your Honor, I don't have an objection to that.
حضرة الادعاء مستر روزنثال، أنت تقبل إنه يقبلون إنه الإدانة بعدم الاعتراف ويسجل كمخالفة؟ الادعاء ليس لدي مانع.
Okay, Your Honor, if we can just get in a breakout room, I'll explain that to them, what a no contest plea is, and then we can recall the case. My apologies for the confusion.
أعتذر للمحكمة عن هذا اللي صار، بس أريد أروح لغرفة المداولات وأعود.
No problem at all. Ms. Wilson, would you facilitate that for me? And then I'm going to keep moving. I'll go to, and the interpreter must go as well. And then I'll move on to
Mr. Andrews is ready, Judge.
attorney. Yes, give me 1 second, Mr. Reed. Let me get the retained counsel out the way. And so I have one more retained counsel case, and then I'll call your case, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Ms. Matt, can I get the file? Counsel, tell me your client's name.
Yusuf Yusuf El Yusuf.
Okay, thank you. I'm ready. You were trying to tell me something.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh, no, Your Honor, I was gonna go upstairs because I was gonna pull the ordinance and whatnot. But I don't think we'll have.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm fine. I was just gonna, I didn't know, you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, here we go. I have case number SP 122-14581. Counsel, your appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Coots on behalf of Mr. El Yusuf, 43430.
Thank you and good afternoon, counsel. Your client, I'd like him to place his appearance on the record at this time.
Mr. El Yusuf?
I know.
Is your client muted, counsel? Can he hear you?
Yes.
Mr. El Yusuf?
Sir, state your name.
Yes.
State your name.
Yusuf Al Yusuf.
All right. Sir, you're not driving, are you?
No, I'm right here. Stop.
I'm sorry?
No. Oh, I'm
Okay,
in the
all
car.
right. I
but
just want to make sure
not-
you're not driving.
Not to drive.
All right.
I'm just in the car.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, today is the date scheduled for trial. How are the parties proceeding?
Your Honor, we've met with the assistant prosecutor and we've been able to resolve this matter in that my client would be tendering a plea with the amended disorderly conduct, with the amended charge, and with HIV testing and the morality course.
Okay, and those are certainly recommendations by the prosecutor, understanding, counsel, that that won't be the only things that your client will have to do if I accept his plea.
That is correct.
All right, wonderful. Let me have the issuing officer, if you're with us, please place your appearance on the record.
Officer Sterner with the Detroit Police, badge 5090.
All right, thank you. Sir, let me have you raise your right hand, please. I can't see your right hand. Can you raise it for me? Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I'm do.
I'm sorry?
I'm do.
All right, counsel, I'll have you place your hand down. Counsel, your client is able to understand the English language. Is that correct?
Your Honor, we did ask for the interpreter as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I'll
That's
have to
okay.
wait for her to come back from the breakout room. My apologies.
Not a problem.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, I'm ready on your case.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
Judge.
pass on this as well.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Andrews,
All
turn
right.
your camera on.
There he is. All right, very good. I'm ready in the following matters. 214401557, counts 1, 2, and 3. Sir, state your name for the record.
I'm Robert Andrews.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
How you doing? Good afternoon.
Thank you, I'm doing well. Mr. Reed, today is the date scheduled for trial. How are you proceeding?
Thank you, Judge. It's my understanding issuing officer complainant has not signed in. We would move to dismiss, understanding that any dismissal would be without prejudice.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. We don't have any objections, just ask that it is dismissal without prejudice.
All right, the matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, sir, for your patience. You are free to leave.
Appreciate you both. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Attorney Reed.
All right. Did Marcus Avery show up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
He
Your
is here and we're ready on his case, Your Honor.
Are we ready? Okay, wonderful. I'm calling the matter for Marcus Avery, case numbers U595-25421 and case number SP124-67541. Sir, please place your camera where I can see your entire face. There you are. Good afternoon to you, and state your name.
Marcus Avery.
All right, Mr. Avery. Let's do it, Mr. Barton. How
Yes,
are we
Your Honor.
proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. So I've spoken actually with the prosecutor in this case about this, letting him know that the officers had not appeared. He initially was going to give us an offer if they were to appear, but they had not. And just to be clear, the names of the officers are Officer Thompson, Hunter Thompson, and Joshua Denard. As of my recollections, thus far, they have not checked in the court, and therefore we would make a motion to dismiss ticket number SP124-67541. As far as the U ticket, I've already spoken with City Prosecutor Rosenthal, who has agreed to dismiss that ticket based on the defectiveness of the ticket on its face. So with that said, Your Honor, the first ticket, which is the U ticket, will be dismissed by the city. The second ticket, we're moving for dismissal for lack of a complaining witness.
All right. Thank you, Attorney Rosenthal. Anything in response?
No, Your Honor. The city nor the state could proceed with the U ticket. They conflict with one another. There's a 750 MCL. It should be a muni code, so therefore we can't proceed because we can't amend the MCL code.
All right. Thank you. Then I am dismissing both of the matters. I'm dismissing them without prejudice. Yes, Mr. Barton?
I apologize for interrupting, Your Honor. There's one more matter that I wanted to bring up. So Mr. Avery was given another additional ticket, Your Honor, that on the face of the ticket, it does not appear in the system, or it does not appear to have a full ticket number. So I tried to look it up. I was not able to look it up, but he showed me the physical ticket on its face, Your Honor.
Did you share that with Miss Mack?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you share that with Miss Mack so she could look up the ticket?
I did not. I apologize, Your Honor. That is my fault. I looked it up myself, and I'm sorry about that. But I can give you the ticket number now, Miss Mack, and then if you want to come back
Miss
to
Mack,
it,
yes.
I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. Or is that okay? Or would you
Oh,
like me
Miss
to
Mack
say it?
won't be able to see it. Why don't you just give it to her on the record? She won't be able to see it in the
Understood.
chat.
I'll say it right now, Miss Mack. It is on the ticket. It says P as in Paul 1246740. So as you know, the ticket would need one more digit in order to do so. And if I need to, I can have Mr. Avery go ahead and send a copy to the court. Not a problem. But we just wanted to make sure there were no additional issues or pending charges, Your Honor.
What's his middle name? Mr. Avery's middle name?
Garvey. It is Garvey.
Okay.
Marcus
I
Garvey.
do have a ticket out here, but it's not that ticket. That wouldn't come up. I found something else though.
Okay. If I'm assuming
What
if
did
that,
you
they were
find?
all issued on the same day, so
Print it out for you, judges. Operating with in presence of drugs. Oh,
Mr. Elsadi, yes.
is this in the file? I'm sorry, Judge. Is that one in the file?
I don't know. You have the file in your hand.
Jesus. Oh, you have, it's in here. This one. That's the only one I see.
So he has no other outstanding matters?
We got this U ticket, we got this ticket. Yeah, oh, that's it, just the two, yeah, so give me this paper back that I gave you. It
Okay,
is this one that's.
I've
in here
already signed off on those.
Okay,
There's nothing else in the system, Mr. Barton.
yeah.
okay, Your Honor. Understood.
All right, very good. Then you're all set on our end, sir.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if this ticket try to come up later, then what would I do?
Come to court. They'll send you out a hearing date, but it's not in the system, so,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
okay? All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Darnell.
No problem, sir. Have a great day.
You too.
Did you call to see if Parnell, Mr.?
I'm not getting the answer. I called every number up there.
Okay, I'm emailing Laura.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I emailed him too.
okay. I'm not getting the answer, Judge. I've been trying to call people, no one's answering. So, okay, I need to go to cashier because this. Can I have that, you don't have that paper number, that ticket number for that lady? That 01 number? So I gotta go over here and find out what's going on. The lady that's on the phone. I didn't get that, cause she don't even belong in the courtroom. I was just trying to help her.
This is our trip to Hawaii.
My apologies. I don't know if
the court's on the record. Can we have, I don't know where Kadam is, if you guys can put him in the breakout room with me and Mr. Bazzi? Sorry about that, Judge.
I'm sorry, where who is?
Kadam Abu Tabika never joined the breakout room with us.
Okay. Ms. Wilson, if you could send another invitation.
Kadam Udrab. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mr. Reed, are you all done with your clients?
Yes, Judge, I believe Mr. Attorney Barton and I have completed our part of the docket, and it's before 3 o'clock. I just wanted to note that, Judge, that it's still before 3 o'clock for Mr. Barton and myself.
All right, Mr. Reed.
I know we're live.
Right.
I know.
I love that man.
I know we're live, Judge,
All
but
right,
I just.
Mr. Reed.
Judge, I don't know the joke. However, that if you're trying to get out by 3 o'clock, we apologize. So
No, you're good.
No.
Oh, he's talking about us.
No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Oh,
all right, you gentlemen are free to leave. You all have done an awesome job today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your help, Your Honor.
Thank
And
you,
have
Judge.
a great weekend and be safe.
Thank you, Judge. Be safe this weekend. Thank you, Judge.
Great exhibition this morning, Your Honor. That was really nice. People asked me about it, and they asked me how to log in to see it. So.
Oh wow!
Graduation.
It was good. It was good for me.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Your Honor. All right. Have a great day, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. I'm sorry.
Bye.
Give me 1 second. Hey, son. Good.
Yeah, I'm good. I was returning your phone call.
Okay. I'm just checking in on you. Okay. Did you do something good and relaxing for yourself today?
Judge, you know you're not muted, right?
Okay. Okay, good. I was hoping you got a breather today. Okay, good. All right, son. I just want to check in on you. I haven't heard your voice today. Okay, it's a good day today? Okay. Yeah, one day at a time. Okay, all right, very good. Does any of them include Michelle's and the stuff? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm messing with you.
Hey, Judge, no, she's not muted. Boy. Brother Eric, what's happening, sir? Oh, it's Attorney Barton, man. Attorney Darnell.
Last night.
Your Honor, that he's the interpreter.
Right, yes. Let me see, Mr. Al Youssef, the interpreter is back on. Can we proceed with your client's case?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. All right, I am going to have Mr. Al Youssef, please raise your right hand. Interpreter, yes, if you could, go ahead.
سيد يوسف ارفع يدك اليمين.
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
هل تقسم بأن تقول الحق وليس إلا كلمة الحق في إفاداتك هذه؟
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed as to constitutional rights and then on to the factual basis.
Thank you, Judge.
حضرة المحامي بإمكانك المتابعة بالوقائع القضية.
Mr. El Youssef, do you understand that you are being charged with a crime?
سيد يوسف أنت فهمان أنت متهم بجريمة؟
Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm sorry. Do you understand that you have a right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute?
تعرف أنه كحق من حقوقك أنه تقر أمام المحكمة بالذنب أو عدم الذنب أو تلتزم الصمت.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand that you have a right to an attorney or a court-appointed attorney?
تعرف أنه حق من حقوقك أنه توكل محامي أو المحكمة توكل لك محامي.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial?
تفهم أنه حق من حقوقك أنه تروح للمحاكمة.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you understand at this trial you can confront your accusers to cross-examine them?
تعرف أنه إذا رحت للمحاكمة عندك الحق بمواجهة المتهمين اللي تهموك وتسألهم أسئلة.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to subpoena witnesses to speak for you?
تعرف أنه كحق من حقوقك أنه تقدر تجيب شهود يشهدون لصالحك.
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to be a witness yourself or remain silent at trial and nobody can comment as to your silence?
تعرف أنه أنت ممكن تكون شاهد في المحاكمة مالتك أو تلتزم الصمت. التزام الصمت ما راح يؤخذ ضدك.
Yes.
Yes.
By entering this plea, you are giving up your right to trial.
أنت إقرارك هنا معناه راح تتخلى عن كل هذه الحقوق مالتك للذهاب إلى المحاكمة.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I think that's suffices with the constitutional. May I go for the proofs, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
أنا قدمت كل الحقائق. نعم أنت قدمت وبإمكانك المتابعة.
Moving to the allegations,
نروح على الاتهامات.
On July 1st, 2021, at approximately 8:40 p.m., were you in the city of Detroit?
في تاريخ 1/7/2021 تحديدا الساعة 8:40 مساء هل كنت في مدينة ديترويت؟
No.
Yes.
Okay, and particularly Warren Avenue near Plainview?
تحديدا على شارع وارن بالقرب من شارع آخر؟
No.
Yes. And did you encounter a undercover police officer?
شفت مخبر سري؟
Yes.
Yes.
And did you offer $20 for sex?
عرضت عليها $20 مقابل الجنس.
هي أوقفتني.
She stopped me.
I understand that,
I
but
didn't hear the answer.
شنو كان الجواب الأخير؟ I didn't hear the last word, Your Honor. So the interpreter would like him to.
Yeah,
She stopped me.
regardless of who stopped whom, did you come in contact with the police officer?
Yes.
بغض النظر منو وقف منو، هل أنت واجهت شرطي?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
All right. And did you offer money for sex?
حسناً. وعرضت مبلغ مقابل الجنس؟
Yes.
Yes.
I think that is the jurisdictional stuff, Your Honor.
أعتقد إحنا غطينا كل هذه الأمور القضية.
Are the people satisfied?
We are, Your Honor.
هل الادعاء راضي؟ نعم راضي.
All right. Then I am accepting your plea of guilty and I'm amending the charge to disorderly conduct.
المحكمة قبلت إقرارك بالذنب والمحكمة راح تعدل التهمة إلى تصرف غير منضبط.
And I'm ready for sentence.
وأني حاضرة إنه أحكم عليك. He said thank you.
Okay. I'm ready for sentencing. Counsel, is there anything you'd like me to know about your client prior to sentencing?
No, Judge.
حضرة المحامي أنا حاضرة إنه أنطق بالحكم على موكلك. تحب تضيف أي إضافة أخرى؟ الجواب كلا.
All right. I'm sentencing as follows. Your client will be required to pay costs in the amount of $200.
بمبلغ $200.
And then a fine in the amount of $200.
وبعدين غرامة بمبلغ $200.
Your client must also submit to HIV testing. I do not want the results. I just need proof that he did test.
موكلك لازم يسوي الفحص الصحة الجنسية. ما أريد النتيجة بس أريده يسوي.
Your client must also complete 40 hours of community service.
موكلك لازم يتمم 40 ساعة من الخدمة المجانية.
He must also attend the prostitution offenders class through Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center.
لازم يحضر محاضرات حتى تأهله من التخلص من هذه العادات الجنسية في الجنوب غرب ديترويت مركز.
Counsel, I'd like to schedule this matter for review. I need 2 dates when your client can pay his fines and costs and a date to review for when he can have everything completed by this court, as ordered by the court.
أنا أحب أحدد موعد لمراجعة كل شيء. 2 يوم لتسديد المبلغ وتحديد الموعد لمتابعة ومراجعة كل الأشياء اللي كانت مطلوبة.
30 days to pay, Your Honor. And did you want like 60 or 90 days for a review? I'm sorry.
How long do you think your client needs to get everything done?
Mr. El Youssef, 30 days.
سيد يوسف تحتاج 30 يوم حتى تسوي كل شيء تنهي تدفع الفلوس.
بدي بمدة أسبوع أنهي كل شيء.
I can finalize everything in a week.
Oh, okay.
حسنا.
He won't be able to get the classes done through Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center in 1 week.
No, I think he means fines and costs, Judge.
Oh, fines and costs. Okay. All right. What about all of the other things, counsel?
That's the court's discretion. 90 days, Judge.
90 يوم يحتاجون حتى مراجعة القضية.
All right.
حسنا.
All right, I am going to have your client pay fines and costs no later than March 28th, 2022.
تكاليف الرسوم لازم تندفع بمدة أقصاها 28/3/2022.
He must complete everything else that has been ordered by the court by June 17th, 2022. He will appear on my 9:30 a.m. docket, at which time he should have everything done.
وراح أعطي لك مهلة لغاية 17/6/2022 أن تكمل وبشكل دقيق كل أوامر المحكمة وتظهر لي هنا بنفس التاريخ الساعة 9:30 صباحا.
Failure to comply with this court's order in its entirety will result in your client spending time at the Wayne County Jail.
في حالة مخالفة موكلك لأي أمر أمر من قبل المحكمة وبالتاريخ المحدد، المحكمة عندها حق إنه تاخذه وتخليه في السجن مال وين.
Are there any questions for the court?
Your Honor,
أي أسئلة للمحكمة؟
Your Honor, just a matter of housekeeping. Is if he's got everything done, does the court require counsel on June 17th?
حضرة القاضية إذا كمل كل شيء، هل تحتاج المحكمة إنه المحامي يظهر بتاريخ 17/6؟
No, you're not required to show up, counsel.
Thank you.
كلا، أنت كمحامي ليس المطلوب منك أن تظهر.
All right, thank you all. Thank you for your patience today.
Thank you, Judge. It's a pleasure.
أشكر الجميع وأشكر صبركم. خلصنا، انتهينا، رفعت الجلسة.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank
so
you.
much.
Okay. Okay, is there another officer in the courtroom? Yes, okay, wonderful. Good afternoon to you.
I'm Officer Guzman.
Last name again?
Guzman. Guzman.
Guzman? Guzman, how do you spell that?
Guzman.
Okay, all right, so nice to meet you. Thank you for working with us on a Friday afternoon with a full docket. All right. All right, very good. Ms. Wilson, I don't know if you can send a message to them in that breakout room. I'm ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And then we have Mackenzie Short that's coming in.
Thank you.
Was he there? And then, oh, Mr. Barton, there you are. I was about to say, you know what? I think I released Mr. Barton, but the team is working.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Do you have faxing capabilities?
I don't think about fax, but I know we can email. You got an email for that?
It's a fax, no.
Here.
Ms. Shore,
Yes, ma'am.
what's going on with you?
I was told that, my drug screen was lit up and.
And so you walked away from Lake Ridge?
No, ma'am, I never walked away from my.
Oh, yes, you did. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Have a seat. And I heard that you were nasty on the phone. We don't do nasty in problem solving court, okay? We solve problems. We don't get nasty with folks. Thank you. Good afternoon. All right, let Mr. Barton, do you need to go in a breakout room with Ms. Short?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Is that so, man? Is it open? If the door is all the way closed, then it's not open.
All right, Ms. Barton, I'm ready to call Ms. Short's case. Where's the case manager, or are you sitting in, Mr. Morgan?
If
Are
I
you
understand
standing
correct,
in?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. If I understand correctly, I believe Ms. Short went to go test.
No, she hasn't gone to test yet,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
but
misreading that.
she can test, but I gotta get her over to the Wayne County Jail. So she can test, but I'm gonna make my record. I wanna make my record. I need a case number from Mackenzie Short.
Okay.
I'm ready. You may proceed.
Yes, it's U587-475-20.
All right, for the people,
Good afternoon, Sydney Rogers for the people, P 2072.
thank you for defense.
May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363 on behalf of Ms. Short. Ms. Short, if you could state your name only for the record, please.
I can't hear you.
Mackenzie Carol Short.
Thank you, Ms. Short. All right, let me, Mr. Morgan, place your appearance on the record, please, and you may proceed as to how we ended up here on a Friday afternoon at 3:25. You may proceed.
Judge Monday Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator.
Thank you so much. All right.
Your Honor, we received a call from Jonathan Williams over at Lake Ridge today stating that Ms. Short left the facility this morning and did not return at an appropriate time. I'm going to read the report that he sent us today to make sure that we're putting the correct information on record. It states, Ms. Short this morning at 8:30 a.m. My staff contacted me stating that Ms. Short left the building without a pass completed and shared that she had been rude, disrespectful, and difficult when it came down to signing in and out of the facility. At 12:30, staff received her urinalysis, which included numerous substance abuse positives. And these positives concerned the staff. The decision was made to refer Ms. Short to detox and inpatient treatment to avoid continued use. At 1:12 p.m., I contacted Ms. Short. This is Mr. Jonathan Williams. He contacted Ms. Short to inform her of staff decisions. She made a comment that she was talking to her driver, which raised another concern as why she was not at the facility. At 1:15, staff reported her returning to the facility with restraint due to her unusual which was unusual, taking an hour, maybe 2 hours to receive her MAT treatment. Pastor Williams then called Ms. Short at 1:20, which she reports she was at the facility. Pastor instructed her to go down to the lobby and meet with our driver so she could be transported to the church. At 1:30, staff reported Ms. Kinsey leaving the building and getting in a car, which they looked for her car and reported not seeing it and assumed she absconded, which they contacted the court to inform us. I contacted Ms. McKenzie and her phone went straight to voicemail, which then I contacted the court to inform the team of the situation. Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Williams regarding this matter. He stated that Ms. Short had returned to the facility, but returned to the court where the church where Pastor Williams was, and they brought her over to the court. We did get some drug screen results from Lake Ridge, which from Wednesday and today. It seemed like there was some other illegal substances that showed up from between Wednesday and today. They tested her on Thursday. We do not have those results. But considering that we do have some positive things from today, I would recommend and agree with the assessment of maybe having Ms. Short detox and go into inpatient treatment. I believe that she is spiraling a little bit out of control. We have given her a lot of resources to help her, and I wish that she would just embrace those resources that we're giving her. We don't want anything to happen to her out here in the streets. It's a dangerous place, and we want the best for her. But she has to accept what we're trying to give her because we're just trying to help her. So, Your Honor, I'm just gonna recommend that maybe she spend a weekend in jail, detox, we can bring her back Monday. She can get on the 800 number and maybe get into inpatient, maybe on Monday and Tuesday if her system is clean.
I do need you to notify the lab. I want her to test today before she leaves, and I'm gonna free her up to do that. I'm going to, who wants to start first, prosecution or defense?
Defense can go first.
All right, Mr. Barton, you heard the information from Mr. Morgan on behalf of the specialty court as to the events that resulted in Ms. Short having to being ordered to report here at the court. And so, Mr. Barton, is there anything else that you want to add?
Your Honor, I just briefly would just like to add that our last meeting with Ms. Short, I'm not sure if you recall, that we mentioned that she was going through some particular depression issues that were related to what occurred. I'm trying to skate without saying specifically. So
yes.
You understand. So I'll leave it at that, Your Honor, that I would just ask that whatever judgment you make, Your Honor, you do so with that in mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you. From the people?
Yes, thank you, Judge. I just have a few questions before I begin. So this is a separate incident from what happened earlier, either this week or last week?
This is a separate incident.
And when did that previous incident happen? Was that this week?
Was it this week? Wasn't she here, what, Monday or Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday? Wednesday, yes.
On Wednesday, and that's when she was placed in Lake Ridge?
Yes.
And was the 7 days in possible custody at the time on Wednesday held in abeyance, or no?
Well, I didn't sanction her.
Oh.
I didn't give her the 7 days. That's what I wanted to do.
Yes.
But I listened to the team, the recommendations from the team, and I made the decision to send her back to Lake Ridge, which is where she's been, and to give her an opportunity to get on track and get herself together. I was going to give her 7 days for going to a known drug house, creating her own crisis. But I listened to the input of the team and decided that I would give her an opportunity to get on track. So there was drug testing done when she first went to the drug house, and things happened and she ended up testing positive. When she came here, there was a drug test done and she tested positive additionally for alcohol, which did not show up on her original test. And then now today she tested at Lake Ridge, is that correct? And she has some additional things in her system that did not show up on Wednesday's test, or the test that I was looking at for Wednesday, the testing that she did Wednesday while she was with us. And so now we have some additional substances. And so, Mr. Curtis, is that accurate?
No, that is not.
Little louder.
Sorry, no, that is not accurate. The test today shows that she was positive for opiates, and that was consistent with her 3 tests.
Right, but I saw a message that said opiates, it said morphine. That was not consistent with her earlier test, was it?
Yes, it was.
What else was on there? Heroin?
Yes, heroin.
I believe that was consistent with her original test, wasn't it?
Correct.
So the test today, the message I got, I thought the message said that she tested for some additional things on today.
It was reported to me that she tested for the morphine.
And that's additional, is that correct?
Your Honor, on Lake Ridge tested her on the 15th, and morphine, it came back as positive for morphine.
That was on the 15th.
Yes.
Today is the 18th. She shouldn't still be testing positive for morphine. That's the problem.
Oh, yes. It was for Wednesday, when she was here, cocaine, opiates, and alcohol.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm not crazy. On Wednesday, she tested for a different set of drugs than what she's testing for today. So something has happened between Wednesday and Friday. Even though she was testing for morphine on Wednesday, when at Lake Ridge, because I don't know if their test was Wednesday or Tuesday.
Their test was on Wednesday.
Their test was on Wednesday. She tested for morphine on Wednesday. When she tested with us on Wednesday, she did not test for morphine. Is that correct?
It didn't break it down. It just said opiates.
Okay.
And we know morphine.
Right, falls within that category. And so now on today, when she tested with Lake Ridge, she's still showing morphine. Is that correct?
Correct.
So there's nothing new other than the alcohol.
Other than alcohol.
Okay. And so the issue before this court then is that she walked away from Lake Ridge knowing that she's on a 30-day lockdown or a 30-day restriction because of all of this crisis that you created. You went to the home of a known drug house. So you created all of this crisis. Instead of sending you to jail, I sent you back to treatment. And then now you leave the facility because you're upset about how you sign in and sign out or what have you. Am I framing the issue right? Yes, somebody. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge, for that clarification on the timeline of what's been going on here. Today, my recommendation is different than it was earlier in the week, based on the timeline that you've helped me create here about what,
please mute.
About what has happened. And
Go ahead.
thank you. And my recommendation is different, not only because of her constantly testing positive for multiple substances that also should not be used together because they're so dangerous, but it isn't just that. It's because all of this happened in 1 week. On Wednesday, we listened to her. We understood this was a awful situation what happened, which she put herself in, but a very terrible situation. And that is why in custody was not requested at the time, because of what happened. We gave her the tools to help herself to go to Lake Ridge to get treatment to move on from this. Unfortunately, Ms. Short did not use the tools we've given her and did not take advantage of the treatment at Lake Ridge. Almost immediately absconded from Lake Ridge. And if I understood it properly, absconded twice today, was coming in and out, and is showing no respect for Lake Ridge, which is helping her give services and move past this, but also this court's order. She is this week was given a second chance to go to Lake Ridge, does not go to Wayne County, and was put on restriction and still absconded twice, went in and out, has no total disregard for this court and Lake Ridge. So in the combination of so quickly turning her back to the court, giving her a pass on Wednesday, and not taking Lake Ridge's help, I am asking for 7 days in custody, coupled with the positive screens.
All right. Miss Short, what do you want to say to the court?
I did leave today once when I was not supposed to. When I left this morning, I left to go to the methadone clinic. My ride was supposed to pick me up from the methadone clinic at 9:15 a.m. I have my phone that can prove this. I called transportation services 9 times.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you that one. Why did you leave the second time without permission when you knew that you were on a 30-day restriction? After you had been given a pass and not sent to jail. Why did you leave?
Because I was in fear, and so I was going to do something stupid. The pastor told me to come to the church, and so instead of doing something stupid, I went to the church.
But you had already left without permission, Ms. Short. And you knew that you were 30 days, right? All right, anybody else have anything they want to say to the court?
Nothing.
All right, listen, Ms. Short, I am trying to work with you, but this is what I'm not going to do. I am not going to create an environment. The things that you can do for yourself, you must do for yourself. I have said to you repeatedly that when you deal with addiction, if you fall down, then I look at us first. What could we have done better? What didn't we do? What didn't we see? And we'll get therapeutic adjustments for that. But your defiance, you're not going to do what this court or creating this court orders you to do, or you create a crisis. That's what's sending you to the Wayne County Jail. And so that's where you're going today. You're going to the Wayne County Jail. I will bring you back on Monday. We will have her reassessed on Monday, and then we'll go from there. But at the end of the day, listen, you have to work this program. And I understand that you get angry and you get frustrated. I will make sure I mark your file so that you get the appropriate attention that you need while you're there. But in short, the things that you are capable of doing for yourself, you must do them, like following the court's order. I said 30 days. You must be there. 30 days. I said it right to you. I didn't communicate it through anybody else. So now you're going to be at the Wayne County Jail until Monday. Her out date will be Monday. And the only reason why I'm doing an out date of Monday is because, again, Ms. Short, I'm more interested in getting you help than I am in just having you locked up. Okay? Instead of the 7 days, you're going to do the weekend. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the parties for coming down. We'll get that paperwork together. Thank you, Mr. Barton.
No problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
And then are we taking her to get tested? Do we have time to take her to get tested before the jail comes?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you all so much. You should know that before she has walked away from this court, right out of this courtroom. And so please make sure that she is not unsupervised at any time.
Good day, Your Honor.
Right, thank you. All right, councils, are we ready on my last two remaining cases?
We are ready to proceed, Your Honor. Your Honor,
All right.
I would only ask for one request if the court allows, that we can do both co-defendants at the same time so the interpreter can interpret their same rights as well as, so we're going to be doing a no contest plea.
All right, thank you so much, and I will grant that request. Let me have both of the parties unmute Mr. Abo Tabiq. Let me have both of the parties, please raise your right hand.
الطرفين يفتحون الميكروفون مالتهم ويرفعون ايديهم.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
هل تقسمون بأن تقولون الحق وليس إلا كلمة الحق في إفاداتكم هذه؟
نعم. Mr. Abu Tabiq, please respond.
سيد أبو طبيخ جاوب. Yes.
نعم.
Yes.
Thank you. And then Mr. Al-Sadi, please respond.
نعم.
سيد السعدي جاوب. Yes.
نعم.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. All right, counsels, you may proceed, and I promise I'm going to do a better job with the interpreter. Let's all try.
تابع حضرة المحامي.
Thank you. So Mr. Abu Tabiq as well as Mr. Al-Sadi, we've spent a lot of time discussing what a no contest plea is.
قضينا الكثير من الوقت لشرح تفاصيل ومعنى شنو الإقرار بإقبال تقبل الإدانة ولا نعترف بالذنب مع الطرفين السيد أبو طبيخ والسيد الثاني.
Is that correct, Mr. Abu Tabiq?
السيد أبو طبيخ هل هذا صحيح؟ Yes.
نعم.
Mr. Al-Sadi, is that correct?
نعم.
السيد السعدي هل هذا صحيح؟
نعم.
Yes.
Mr. Al-Sadi, as I explained to Mr. Abu Tabiq, and I'll do it again, you guys have an absolute right to go to trial in this case.
السيد السعدي ومثل ما شرحت وبالتفاصيل للسيد أبو طبيخ عندكم كامل الحرية للاختيار إنه تروحون للمحاكمة. صحيح؟
نعم.
Yes.
Okay. You guys also understand that by choosing to take, you guys are choosing to take a plea of no contest, which the court sees as the same as a guilty plea.
واثنيناتكم قبلتوا انه تاخذون الاقرار انه تقبلون الادانه بس ما تعترفون بالذنب. بالنسبه للمحكمه هذا الاقرار بالضبط يعادل او يساوي الاقرار بالذنب.
Mr. Abu Kadam, you understand that?
سيد
نعم.
كاظم فهم هذا الشيء؟ Yes.
نعم.
Mr. Al-Sadi, you understand that?
نعم.
سيد السعدي فهمت هذا الشيء؟
نعم.
Okay. And you guys are agreeing to move forward by pleading no contest and giving up your right to go to trial in this case.
وانتم اثنيناتكم وافقتوا انه تاخذون هذا الاقرار وهو الاقرار بقبول الادانه بس عدم الاعتراف بالذنب وما تريدون تروحون للمحاكمه وسقطتوا كل حقوقكم. هل هذا صحيح؟
نعم هذا صحيح.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. نعم هذا صحيح.
Counsel, you have to do it by each person's name for the court reporter's sake.
حضرة المحامي لازم تناديهم باسمهم كل واحد على حدة.
Mr. Abu Tabiq, is that correct?
سيد أبو طبيق هل هذا صحيح؟ Yes.
نعم.
Mr. Al-Sadi, is that correct?
نعم. It's correct.
سيد السعدي هل هذا صحيح؟
نعم.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and last but not least, you guys also understand that for purposes of the no contest plea, we'd be stipulating for purposes only, we'd be stipulating to the remarks within the ticket that you both received. Mr. Abu Tabika, you understand that?
نعم.
وحضراتكم انه احنا قبلنا ناخذ نقبل الادانه بس ما نعترف بالذنب ونقبل بما هو مكتوب بالمخالفه فقط وفقط لاغراض هذه القضيه. هل انتم فاهمين هذا الشيء؟
نعم.
سيد الطبيب. Yes.
Mr. Al-Sadi, you understand that?
نعم.
Okay.
سيد السعدي فاهم هذا الشيء؟ Yes.
نعم.
Your Honor, for purposes of a no contest plea, at this point, we would be pleading no contest and we would like to stipulate to the contents of each ticket, one for Kadhim Ali Abu Tabika as well as Adil Al-Saadi.
حضرة القاضية احنا راح موكلي يقولون انه هم يقبلون الادانة بس ما يعترفون بالذنب ونقبل بما هو مكتوب في المخالفة لكل واحد من عندهم فقط لأغراض الإقرار.
You may proceed with read the factual basis into the record.
ممكن تستمر بوقائع القضية لأغراض السجلات.
The factual basis, the remarks for Kadhim Ali Abu Tabika indicate.
الوقائع في مخالفة الصادرة للسيد كاظم أبو طبيق تشمل التالي.
The officer states on her remarks.
الشرطي يقول بملاحظاته.
On her remarks says how much to sleep with both of us attempted to hand decoy cash rolled up in his hand. And this
مكتوب فيها كم تقدر كم تعرض لأغراض انك تنامين معانا احنا الاثنين وحاولت انه تشوف نوع من المبلغ.
This ticket, Your Honor, to be specific, is for Kadhim Ali Abu Tabika, bearing ticket number P1220932.
حضرة القاضية هذه هي المخالفة المكتوبة تحديدا للسيد كاظم علي أبو طبيق وتحمل الرقم P12209332.
For Mr. Adil Al-Saadi, ticket number P1220945.
للسيد السعدي مخالفة المرقمة P12209345.
Same remarks. What I will add for both tickets at this occurred on 7/1/2021, approximately 4 4:33 p.m. and 4:37 p.m., 2 different tickets, in the city of Detroit, county of Wayne, upon West Warren, I'm sorry, I think I'm doing too much here. West Warren Avenue at or near Winthrop. You want me to start over?
No, I think I made a good note of it. في المخالفتين نفس الوقائع اللي مكتوبة فيها، نفس الكلام، وهو في تاريخ 1/7/2022 أو 2021 تحديدا في الساعة 4:33 مساء، والآخر في الساعة 4:37 مساء في مدينة ديترويت في مقاطعة وين في شارع غرب وارن وقرب شارع وينثروب.
Okay. The remarks on the ticket bearing Adil al-Saadi's name indicate the same remarks. However, well, I'll read them. How much to sleep with both of us, attempted to hand decoy, cash rolled up in his hand. With an extra, was the passenger. I'm sorry, strike that.
الملاحظة في كلا
Strike that. Just the remark statement. I need to read it word for word for the record. How much to sleep with both of us, attempted to hand decoy, cash rolled up in his hand, period, was the passenger.
أنا أريد أقول الكلام اللي مكتوب هو إيش قد تريدين فلوس مشان تنامين ويانا اثنيناتنا، وطلع مبلغ من المال حتى يشوفه.
Your Honor, at this point, I don't know if the court's satisfied with the recitation of the tickets and that being put on the record with the remarks.
حضرة القاضية ما أعرف إيش قد المحكمة هي موافقة على هذه سرد الأحداث اللي إجتي بالمخالفات اثنيناتهم.
Right, are the people satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, then
هل موافق؟ نعم موافق.
Then I am accepting the no contest plea as to both of the defendants, and I am ready for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
المحكمة وافقت على تقبل الإقرار اللي هو تقبل الإدانة، لكن عدم الاعتراف بالذنب من كلا الطرفين، والمحكمة جاهزة أنه تلقي الحكم.
May I proceed?
Yes, you may.
Your Honor, this appears before you as Mr. Abu Tabika as well as Mr. Al-Saadi. One, Mr. Abu Tabika has no criminal history whatsoever. He, born in 1961, has been in the country for quite some time, citizen of the United States. I should stop and let the interpreter interpret a little bit.
حضرة القاضية اللي أمامك هو السيد أبو طبيكة كاظم والسيد السعدي. بالنسبة للسيد كاظم أبو طبيكة يبدو أنه ما عنده سجل جنائي، وهو من مواليد 1961، عايش في هذا البلد عدة سنوات ويحمل الجنسية الأمريكية.
Your Honor, both Mr. Al-Saadi, same kind of situation. What I would ask for both of the defendants in this case is they are both truck drivers.
حضرة القاضية نفس الشيء هو على السيد السعدي. أنا أطلب نفس الطلب لكلا المدعي عليهما، وأقول للمحكمة أنهم اثنينهم يشتغلون سائقين شاحنات.
There's also is an agreement in the case that if the court allows will be a reduction to a disorderly conduct unless procedurally
يوجد اتفاق مسبق بأنه تخفض التهم إلى تهم أقل، وهي التصرف بعدم الانضباط.
Counsel, I am amending both of the charges to disorderly conduct pursuant to the recommendations submitted by the people.
حضرة المحامي، المحكمة راح تخفض التهم الاثنين على المدعي عليهما إلى تصرف غير منضبط حسب التوصيات اللي وصلتني.
I would also request that Mr. Al-Sadi is not a resident of the state of Michigan. He is a resident of Louisiana.
أبلغ المحكمة أنه السيد السعدي هو ليس من سكان ولاية ميشيغان وإنه من سكان ولاية لويزيانا.
What I would ask is that we follow the recommendation of the people, that being, I believe, HIV testing for both, which I think is usually typical in these types of cases, as well as I don't know because of the language barrier how the morality class will be unless they have a Middle Eastern speaking individual who does it. I would ask that that be waived, and in lieu of that, maybe an additional fine. I'll leave that to the court's discretion, but that's what I would be asking for.
أطلب من المحكمة وحث الأخذ بالتوصيات اللي اجتي من الادعاء، وهو الفحص الطبي للتأكد من عدم وجود أمراض جنسية. بالنسبة للتوصية الأخرى اللي هي حضور محاضرات، أطلب من عندكم أنه تلغوها هذه، لأنه راح يمكن من المتعذر أنه يشوف واحد يحكي عربي إلا إذا كان هناك واحد، واستبدالها بغرامة حسب ما تصدر المحكمة.
Your Honor, I appreciate your time, and I thank you for your patience and the court's patience on a Friday. I have nothing further to say.
أنا أقدر وضع المحكمة وأقدر صبر المحكمة في يوم جمعة بمثل هذا الوقت، وهذا كل ما لدي.
And my apologies, Your Honor. I totally ignored my associate, Mr. Bazzi. If he has anything further to add, my associate, Mr. Bazzi, would you like to add anything for the record? You're on mute, sir. You're on mute, Mr.
My highly esteemed associate did a phenomenal job, but I just want to add to the record, Mr. Kadam and Mr. Tabik, nobody promised you or threatened for you to take this plea for a plea or promised you anything, did they?
أنا بس أحب أضيف إشي واحد، وهذا الإشي موجه للسيد كاظم وللسيد السعدي، بس أريد أتأكد إنه ما حدا جبركم أو ما حدا هددكم، وإنما أخذتوا هذا الإقرار بشكل طوعي.
You got to ask each one separately. Mr. Abu Khatib, you heard Mr. Bazzi. Is that fair and accurate?
Yes.
سيد أبو طبيخ اللي حكى السيد بدري معقول وصحيح؟ Yes.
نعم معقول.
Mr. Al-Sadi, is that true?
No.
سيد سعدي هذا صحيح.
No.
Yes, that's all I have, حضرة القاضي.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thought I covered that, but I thought I did it the first time.
All right. Counsel, I need to hear from the city as far as, are you asking me to waive the prostitution offenders class and the community service for both of your clients?
حضرة المحامي، أنت تطلب من عندي إنه ألغي المحاضرات وألغي كمان الخدمة المجانية لكلا الطرفين.
Yes, Your Honor. They actually are both truck drivers. They're, I would say, out of state most of the time, and Mr. Al-Sadi is a resident of Louisiana. I would be requesting that. I don't even think the people were requesting community service in this case regardless, but.
I require it.
Okay, my apologies.
نعم حضرة القاضية، أنا أطلب إلغاء هذين الشيئين، المحاضرات وكذلك الخدمة المجانية، خصوصا بأن الاثنين هم سواق شاحنات ومعظم الوقت خارج الولاية، وخصوصا السيد السعدي هو من سكان ولاية لويزيانا.
Mr. Rosenthal, your response as to the waiver and an additional fine in lieu of the 40 hours of community service and the prostitution offenders class.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may, thank you, for the explanation. We do understand that these are two individuals on the road a lot, one of them not being a state citizen of Michigan. At your discretion, Your Honor, I'm fine with the waiver as long as we're implementing something to satisfy what we are waiving, which would be the course as well as the community service, Your Honor.
بالنسبة للادعاء، شنو أنتم رأيكم إلغاء الاثنين، إلغاء حضور المحاضرات وكذلك إلغاء الخدمة المجانية. الادعاء ليس لدينا مانع، خصوصا إذا تم استبداله بأشياء أخرى ممكن تمنحها المحكمة. لهذا السبب أخذين بنظر الاعتبار الظروف المحيطة بهذين الشخصين.
All right, counsel, I usually do not waive, but considering the circumstances, I don't want to set anybody up for failure. I'm going to grant the request to waive the community service as well as the prostitution offenders course.
المحكمة وافقت على طلب المحامي وذلك بإلغاء حضور المحاضرات والخدمة المجانية، آخذة بنظر الاعتبار ظروف الشخصين وما أريدهم يوقعون في مخالفة.
We thank you for that, Your Honor, and appreciate your kindness and your patience with us.
نشكر المحكمة ونشكر هذا اللطف من عندها وتقديرا لوضعنا.
So I am assessing fines and costs as follows as to both defendants. Cost will be $200 as to each defendant. And the fine will be $300 as to each defendant. I am still going to require them to submit to HIV testing. I do not want the results. I just need to have proof that they did in fact undergo testing. Counsel, I will need from you a date for review for your clients for payment as well as compliance with this court's orders.
Let her interpret.
المحكمة قررت التالي: كل من المتهمين يدفع المبالغ التالية: تكاليف المحكمة $200 لكل شخص، وغرامات $300 لكل شخص. على كل واحد من عندهم إجراء الفحص الطبي. ما أريد النتيجة، فقط أريد ما يثبت إنه عملوا الفحص الطبي. راح ألغي موضوع المحاضرات وألغي الخدمة المجانية. أريد من المحامي يحدد لي موعد تاريخ إمتى ممكن دفع المبلغ وكذلك تاريخ آخر لمراجعة القضية.
Your Honor, just for clarification, can this testing be done anywhere at any doctor, or is that specifically through the court?
No, it can be done by any doctor.
Okay.
بس أريد أوضح، هل هذا لازم يكون من قبل المحكمة أو من قبل أي طبيب في أي مكان؟ ممكن يكون من قبل أي طبيب في أي مكان.
Thank you, Your Honor. A date, I would believe we are in March, sometime in April. I don't think they need more than 30 days to get this done. Continue.
Why not today?
You want to do it today? Okay, Your Honor. Well, this gives us time to make the payments and do the testing just to get another date so we could come back. Mr. Can you translate that? That's for Mr.
الدفع ممكن يكون اليوم، بس تحتاج وقت حتى تلتزم بالأشياء الأخرى اللي قالت لكم تسووها.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, 2 weeks to a month out, whatever the court has next available.
ممكن ناخذ أسبوعين أو شهر حسب ما هو متوفر في سجل المحكمة.
All right, so counsel, if your client wants to pay today, we certainly will be here with open arms and hands and receipts to accept that money. But what I will do is I will schedule this matter for April 22nd, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. And so if your client gets it paid earlier, you all can walk on to my docket and get this taken care of and closed out, okay?
أنا راح أقول لكم إذا تريدون تدفعون المبلغ هاليوم فالمحكمة فاتحة ذراعيها وأهلا وسهلا بكم فيكم تدفعون. راح أحدد تاريخ 22/4 سنة 2022 الساعة 10:30 صباحا لأغراض مراجعة القضية.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you April 22nd for the review date.
All right, very good. Thank you all. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
راح نحاول كلتنا نرجع هنا بتاريخ 22/4 بالساعة 10:30 صباحا لأغراض المراجعة.
All right. Thank you all for your patience. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good
Your
weekend.
Honor,
الجميع وأتمنى عقب نهاية جيدة.
Your Honor, technically, they're still on bond until you close them out, so they have permission to travel, obviously, right?
Yes, they have permission to travel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day to you and your staff.
عندهم القضية إنه يتنقلون، ماكو مشكلة. رفعت الجلسة.
Ms. Asmar, thank
All right,
you
take
for your
care.
patience. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, Ms. Mack, I have one matter that I need to call. Bye-bye, sir.
I believe, did we release the officer? I should have,
Oh, I don't know if we released the officer. Yeah, it looks like nobody else is really on here. All right, I have one other matter that I need to place on the record that Ms. Mack brought to my attention earlier today, and that is for Zishan Ahmad, SP 1187083, counts 1 and 2, scheduled to pay on today and have a matter dismissed. And isn't it correct, Ms. Mack, that this person did not pay? Is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, then I'm going to reinstate the original charge. I'm going to issue a capias as to both matters and if they will be personal bonds. And that should end the docket for today. All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson. You are Mr.